Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Kohli. Good afternoon, Pranay. Good afternoon, everyone. Vanessa, you are sending me message on the wrong ID, beta. Again, I must tell you, everyone, please send me messages on this Aztec ID. Good afternoon. I'm getting so many good afternoons. Hannah, good afternoon, everyone. Yashwant, Hannah, everyone. Good afternoon, Likita. Good afternoon, Jayashankar. Everyone is looking so excited. That's great. Good afternoon, Siri. Siri, what's your name? Siri is definitely not your name. Good afternoon, Siddharth. I hope you are doing fine. Good afternoon, Teja. Let me just get on with a good afternoon. Again, I will like to request everyone to keep your videos off so that there is no problem with the streaming thing. One thing I noticed from your chat with sir that some of you have a problem with English. I will try to speak very slowly. So I hope that if anyone doesn't understand, please ask me to repeat. Hindi, Pranay, you will not be able to understand Hindi, I guess. So I will try to speak slowly. And if you don't understand, please let me know so that I can repeat. Now going on to what we were supposed to do today, we were supposed to do our DPP. We'll be doing that. But before coming on to the DPP, tomorrow is your exam. And we must go through a quick recap of whatever we have done so that in one question, my English is good. Okay, beta. Okay. I'll just try to speak slowly so that every one of you should follow me and everyone should be responding. I'll give you a question. Everyone should be able to answer this. If you answer this one, everything before this in vectors is covered. Are we ready for the question? Question number 1 for today. Point A is 1, 2, 3. Point B is -2, -1, -3. I have given you 2 points. What you want to find out, I would not speak, I will write so that you understand and do what is required. You have to find this one. You have to find this one. OA vector, OB vector, AB vector. You have to find OA hat. I hope you remember what is hat, OA hat. You have to write OB hat and you have to write AB hat. Remember, AB is a vector drawn from A to B. So this is the question that I will start with. I hope all of you. Karthik is already there with an answer. OA is I plus 2J plus 3K. Yes, Karthik, I also agree with you. Let me also have other answers. Let me also have other answers from all of you. Chaturya also comes up with an answer. I hope everyone is awake. Let me call some random names. Induja, Jaya, Vahini, Kevin, Raju, Redmi, Siri, Shriya, Veronica, Vishal, Vijay. I want your answers. OB. Okay, Siri is there. Okay, Yashwant. We are getting the answers. Okay, so what is vector OA? 1, 2, 3. 1 is along X, 2 is along Y, 3 is along Z. So it becomes I plus J plus I plus 2J plus 3K. Yes, Vijay. Okay, let us talk about the vector OB now. Let us talk about the vector OB now. Many of you have given the correct answer for this one. I am very happy. It is -2I minus J minus 3K. Many of you have given me the answer. Some of you might be sleeping. Please wake up. Else I'll call your name and then I'll wake you up. OB, ON and OB. Everyone should have written. There might be some problem with AB. Now remember, AB vector is a vector drawn. Yes, Jashwant, I think you are correct. The vector drawn from A to B is a vector drawn from A to B. I can write it as position vector of B with respect to A. Remember, B with respect to A. So what I do, I subtract 1 from -2. So it becomes minus 3i. I hope everyone is following me. Can I have some raised hand that we are following you, sir? We are in the same universe. 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, less names. Let me call your names. Shall I? No, okay. 15, 20, 25. Chaturya, everyone. Okay. So minus 3i, then I subtract 2 from minus 1. It also becomes minus 3j. Good. Then I subtract 3 from minus 3. It becomes minus 6k. That was one part of the answer. OA, OB, and OAB we have found out. But as you can see, there are two parts. I have to also find OA hat, OB hat, and AB hat. Anyone could do that. OA hat, OB hat, and AB hat. Could anyone find out that one? How will I get the value of OA hat? OA hat. OA hat would be this vector, which is I plus 2j plus 3k. This is my OA vector. I have to divide it by the magnitude of this vector. Now you will say, sir, how will I get the magnitude of this vector? We have not found out magnitude of such a vector which had I, j, and k. We had only I and j, and then we found out root over x square plus y square. If I had a vector which had all the three components, I hope everyone is following me, xi plus yj plus zk. If it had all the three components, how will I get the value of the magnitude? In that case, it will be equal to root over x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Am I clear? This is the way I get the magnitude. So in this case, it will be root over 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared. Am I clear with this? How did I get the magnitude of the vector OA? If you have both I, j, and k, x squared plus y squared plus z squared, root of that thing would be the magnitude. I only have 5 raised hands. Let me call out names. Niharika, Karthik, Anjali, Swati, Chaturya, Hinduja, Yashwant, Kevin, Sashank, Litika, Sai, Shraddha, Veronica, Vijay, Vinay, Yashwant, Tarun. Is everyone there? We have understood this. Okay. What about OB vector then? What is OB hat? OB hat would be this vector, which is minus 2i minus j minus 3k divided by the magnitude of this vector. Niharika says 14, root over 14. Let us say how did we got root over 14? It will be root of 2 squared, which is x, plus 1 squared, which is y, plus 3 squared, which is j. I think it will be 14. So yes, you are right, beta. Under root of 14. That leaves us only one thing to find out, which is AB hat, unit vector along AB. Yes, Anjali, you are right. To get unit vector along AB, I have to do this. Minus 3i minus 3j minus 6k divided by the magnitude of this vector. What is the magnitude of this vector? Anyone? I already have around 70 responses. What is the magnitude of the vector AB? Anyone? It would be equal to root over what? 7 participants have raised hand, but no one has given me the answer. 8. Anjali, how did you get 8? Okay, I don't know the answer, beta. I will just do it. Karthik is saying 54. 3 squared, which is x. 3 squared is 9. Plus again 3 squared, 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus 6 squared, which is 36. 6 squared plus, 36 plus 18 should be 54. So it will be root over 54. So answer will be minus 3i minus 3j minus 6k divided by root over 54. Am I clear? Crystal clear with this? So do we understand how we get this unit vector and vectors from point A and B? Correct. Clear. Everyone understands this. Okay. Now if you have understood this, I would be very glad to tell you that my portion from my side for vectors, the theory part is almost over. What will we do? Now we will solve some questions from the DPP, which you might have tried on your own as well. But again, now it's my duty to solve them for you, and we will be discussing those questions. I hope you will follow them. So this is, let us first, I hope you can see the slide. We'll first discuss question on vectors because this is the latest topic that we have done. If time is left, we'll also go on to differentiation and integration. So this is part 3, section A, and I think question number A1 in the DPP. Vectors A, B, and C are as shown in the figure. So I have this as vector A, this as vector B, and this as vector C. You have to find the angles between A and B, A and C, and B and C. Now you must be wondering, what sort of question is this? What sort of question is this? Likita says A and C. Are there options also given? No, there are no options given, beta. No options given. So now, to solve such a question, please remember, when we talk about the angle between two vectors, if this is one vector, vector A, let us say, and this is another vector B, this is the angle that the two tails make. Two tails, I told you about this. This is the angle between the two vectors. Now, many a times, one vector would be given to you like this, and the other vector will be given to you like this. Now remember, there is a small difference. Now they might give you this angle as 30 degrees. Yeah, so you have to be very careful and see, you have to match the tails. You have to match the tails. So tail of the vector A is here. Tail of the vector A is here. Yes, Kartik, I think you are coming to that point. Then what do? I extend this vector B such that its tail lies here and the head goes here. This angle is 30. And as you can see, this is the supplementary angle. Now vector A and vector B are put in such a way that their tails are together. So now the answer between A and B vector would be 150 degrees. I had just given an example of two vectors A and B randomly. The angle between those two vectors was 150 degrees. Do we understand this, everyone? Do we understand this, what I have done? Yes. Now let us try to solve this question where we have to find angle between A and B. Now look at this vector A. A vector is here. Let me draw it. And this angle is given as 30 degrees. Then I have this as my y-axis. And this is my vector B. This angle is given as 45 degrees. Now remember, we have to match their tails. We have to match their tails. So how do I match their tails? I extend vector A like this. Vector A. I extended vector A. And I extend vector B like this. Vector B. Okay? Am I clear? This angle is 30. So this angle would be 30. This angle is 45. So this angle would be 45. Okay? This angle is 30. So this angle would be 60 because they are complementary. And now I have, if you can see, A vector is going like this. B vector is going like this. And this total angle is 60 plus 45. Answer is 105 degrees. So the angle between A and B vectors is 105 degrees. Do we understand this? This is simple maths applied. Just extend the vectors and find the angle between their tails. Find the angle between their tails. Do we understand this? I only have 8 participants saying yes. Yes, Karthik also says yes. So the first answer is 105 degrees. 105 degrees. How many of you got this answer? Please raise your hand and praise yourself that you have understood the concept. How many of you got the answers? 15, 16. Great, great. Well done, everyone. Now let me go on. Well done, Santosh. Between vector A and vector C. So now again, I will draw. This is vector C. And this is the perpendicular y-axis. This is the horizontal x-axis. Vector A is going like this. And this is 30 degrees. So what do? I extend vector A like this. And I extend vector C like this. And I have to find this angle. Am I clear? This is vector A. Both the tails are together. Yes, you can find this angle very easily. This angle was 60. So this angle would be 60. And this angle would be 30. So what is the angle between A and C? What is the angle between A and C? 150. How did you get 150, beta? 159. Again, let me draw this again. It might look, see, vector C is going like this, vector C. And this angle is 60 degrees. Only look at the red lines. Only look at the red lines. Vector A is going like this. Vector A. And this angle is 30. So I have to find this green angle. This green angle I have to find. This green angle. How do I get this green angle? I first find this angle. That would be 30. This angle is 90 and this angle is 30. So the answer is 150. Yes, everyone. See, I took so much of time to solve this question. I just wanted to be sure that my answer is not correct. Take some time, deep breath, solve the question, clear the concept, and then you can move happily. Am I clear with everyone? Can I have some raised hands, sir? We got this answer. Yes, sir. The picture is becoming bigger and clear in my head. We understand vectors, we understand their angles. Very good. I've got 20-25 responses. And I've got around 150, 160 messages. Great going, everyone. Let me clear off the ink from this one. Let me erase all the ink. Let me think about vector B and vector C. What is the angle between vector B and vector C? So I extend vector B. This is the extension of vector B. I extend vector C. This is the extension of vector C. Tails are together. Tails are together. This angle is 60 degrees. This angle is 60 degrees. This angle is 45 degrees. So this angle has to be 45 degrees. And as Sai says, the angle between B vector and C vector is 105 degrees. Am I clear? Everyone, Vijay. Everyone got this answer 105. How many of you got this answer 105? Jay Shankar also says 105. 10, 12. Only 12. 13, 15, 20. Great going. Everyone got this answer. Congratulations. You have cleared test number 1. Understanding the angle between. For me also got very good, Nikita. I'm very impressed. Good. Some of you are sending messages on this chat. Yashwant, please send your messages on the Astikwala ID. Please send message on Astik ID. This ID does not have any camera. It does not have anything. No speaker. Just send your message. This is only for your chats, beta. Please send your chats there. Okay. Congratulations, everyone. We'll move on to the next slide. This is the answer slide. The answers are given. We have already found out the answer. Forget about the answer. Let us move on to the next question. Wow. The forces each numerically equal to 5 Newton. So these are the two forces equal to 5 Newton are acting as shown in the figure. Find the angle between the forces. Give me the answer. Shoot with the answer. Shoot your answer. Shoot your answers. What are the answers? What are the answers, everyone? 300 degrees. 180 degrees. Uh-oh. 300 degrees. Pranay says 300 degrees. What makes you feel, Pranay, that is 300 degrees? 120 degrees. 300 degrees. Raju also says. Okay. There are different ways of doing it or understanding it. I will do it one way. So I will just move this one here. Move this one here. Right? This force 5 Newton. 5 Newton comes here. Now, some of you have said 300 degrees. Some of you have said, now there are two ways in which I can call this angle beta. There are two ways in which I can call this angle. I hope it does not make things complicated. I don't want to complicate your life. I don't want to complicate your life. But let me tell you, one is I can call you, I can say this angle, which is obviously equal to 120 degrees. Am I clear? Yes, beta, 120 degrees is good enough. But remember, if I talk about this angle, it is negative of 120 degrees because it is going in the clockwise direction. Am I clear? The solution says 120 degrees because they are talking about a smaller angle. I could have also, please listen to me very carefully, talked about this angle, the blue one, the bigger one. Now, the convention says, convention means how we do it. The convention says, yes, 240 degrees. I can call the blue angle or I can call the red angle. Never call the bada wala angle, always call the smaller wala angle. Yes. So the blue answer is plus 240 degrees because it is going anti-clockwise. And the red answer is minus 120 degrees. Do we understand this, what I am telling you? Do we understand this, what I am telling you? The red answer is plus 240. No, the red answer is minus 120 and the blue answer is plus 240. Shall we move ahead with the next question? Questions are very simple. These are just to brief up you everything. Addition of vectors. Now, see, we are still doing maths, but we will be venturing into physics. And this is a question not of maths, but of physics. Look at the question. A man walks 40 meter north, 30 meter east, and then 40 meter south. Find the displacement from the starting point. Uh-oh. And the answer is 30. Yes. How do we do it? Now, I think you might have done such questions in your standard 9. Even if you have not done it, don't worry, I am here. We'll be doing it again in displacement. We'll be doing it again in physics wala class. Don't worry. Because this is a question of vector, so I'll have to do it here also. So I have drawn. Normally, I call it XY axis. But now I can call it in a different way. I will call this as north. Now you understand what are the other directions. The upper wala is north, so the niche wala becomes south. I think this becomes your east and this becomes your west. Am I clear? Can I have some raised hand that these directions are correct, so we understand these directions? Now, you just do what is told. Let us say the man is starting from here. He walks 40 meters north. So you just write ting, 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 ting. And you write this as 40. You can call this point as O and you can call this point as A. He has reached point A. From O to A, it has moved 40 meters in north. Then he walks 30 meters towards east. So from point A, he moves here towards east. As you can see, he reaches point B and the distance it moves is 30 meters. Am I clear? Is everyone following me? What he does now, he moves 40 meters south. This was also 40. So it has to come to this point, point C. This is 40. And the answer is very simple. What is the displacement from the starting point? Now, displacement here means he was initially here, he was finally here. What is the vector? So what is the answer? How much he has moved? What is the displacement? How much he has moved? Goli, you are only telling me the magnitude. Displacement is a vector. Karthik, displacement is a vector. You must know this from 9th standard. Displacement is a vector. Displacement is a vector. So you must tell me two things about it. What are the two things? Don't go what the answer says. You have to give me the correct answer. From C to O, no beta. He has gone not from C to O, he has gone from O to C. So you have told me the wrong direction. He did not walk from C to O. Yes, yes. Now everyone is coming back with answer. So let us first find the value of this OC. And the value of this OC is 30 meters. So I can say this in a different way. So the displacement is 30 meters from, you can call it O to C. One way of calling it. Or you can also call it in terms of direction. 30 meters. Someone told me that east of the point O. So this becomes your perfect answer. Everyone understands this? Me just look it up. 30 meters east of O is the displacement. He has walked first towards north, then towards east, then towards south. His final displacement is from O to C, 30 meters east of O. Am I clear? Do we understand this? So here is the answer, 30 meters east. That's it. The next question is this. Two forces F1 and F2. Two forces F1 and F2 are acting at right angles to each other. Two forces F1 and F2 are acting at right angles to each other. What is the resultant? Anyone with an answer? Two forces F1 and F2 are at right angles to each other. Find the resultant. 0. No, Sai, 0 is not the answer. I have around 200 to 250 messages. Root over F1 comma F2. No, it does not make any sense, beta. Does not make any sense. Anyone with anything else? 90 degrees. Santosh, you are telling me the direction of the two forces. That is not the answer. Root over F1 plus F2. Deepak is also wrong. Okay. Don't worry. Please remember this formula. A vector, B vector. We did a shortcut formula. Angle between these two vectors is theta. Angle between these two vectors is theta. So I told you the resultant of this vector, the magnitude. Resultant the magnitude will be given by under root of A square plus B squared plus 2AB cos theta. Do we remember this formula, everyone? Do we remember this formula, everyone? 5, 6, only 6. Let me call out names. Let me call out Jashwant, Thanak, Anjali, Niharika, Vahini, Arpit, Charita, Deepak, Santosh, Shadurya, Kevin, Raju, Sai, Satvika, Siddharth, Tarun, Vinay, Yashwant. Everyone is there in this universe, right? We remember it, sir, right? That is the question, beta. Here this vector A is force F1 and vector 2 is force F2 and this angle is given as 90 degrees. And the angle is given as 90 degrees. So just find out the resultant. That will be equal to root over A की जगह F1 का squared plus B की जगह in place of B F2 squared plus 2 times F1 F2 Cos of 90. How much is cos of 90, everyone, guys? How much is cos of 90? Everyone. 0, 0, 0, 0. Yes, beta. Yes, beta. So the answer is f1 square plus f2 square. That is the magnitude of the resultant. Am I clear? Am I clear? Square root of f1 square plus f2 square. That is exactly correct, beta. You understand this? Anyone has any doubts with this? Shall we move ahead? That is the answer, root over f1 squared plus f2 squared. Okay. This is another question for you. Question number B3. A vector of magnitude 30 and direction eastwards is added with another vector of magnitude 40 and direction northwards. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant with east. If you tell me the direction with east, anyone can do this for me. I'm waiting for answers. Magnitude is 50. Vijay has come with the magnitude. Goli says -10. No, Goli, that is not correct. One is eastwards. Please see the question. One is northwards. Please look at the question. 50 looks like a correct answer. 50 and 53 degrees. I think that would be an answer. Yes. That would be an answer. Correct? Okay. How to do this? I'll do this in two ways. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just draw a line here. This is method number 1. This is method number 1. Now what is method number 1? I've drawn the two vectors. You understand how I've drawn them? This is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. Okay? I've drawn the two vectors. The first vector is having a magnitude of 30, which is going towards east. The other vector is having a magnitude of 40, which is going towards west. Is everyone following me? Yes or no? Is everyone following me? Yes or no? What is the angle between these two vectors? Yes, Jayashankar says yes. What is the angle between these two vectors? Is 90. I simply use resultant is equal to root over a squared is 30 squared, first vector, plus b squared is 40 squared, plus 2 times ab cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So my answer becomes under root of 30 squared plus 40 squared. So I will get 50. Am I clear? I got the magnitude of the vector 50. Yes or no? Clear, sir. Everyone says that. Great, great. Now I will find the angle, and I have to find angle with the east. Means this. Angle with the east means this. Yes or no? Yes or no? So I will find tan theta with east. So it will be b sine theta. Now this vector will be b, which is 40, into sine theta, which is sine of 90, divided by a is 30, plus b cos theta, b into cos of 90. Everyone following me what I have used here? Everyone following me what I have used here? Yes or no? Yes or no? One answer. Yes, sir, we are following it. I've used the formula. Tan theta equates b sine theta upon a plus b cos theta. From here I will get tan theta as 4/3. So theta becomes 53 degrees. Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes. Raise hands that we have understood this. That was method number 1. Now look at this Create method number 2. And then you will understand that all the things are similar. That is the reason of doing this question. Method number 2. Let me call this point as O. Okay, red is getting too much, so I will just use green. Dark green is better. Let me call this point as O. Let me call this vector as OA vector, and let me call this vector as OB vector. Please listen to me very carefully. Eyes on the whiteboard. Do you see point O, point A, and point B? Now I can write in the vector form. How much is OA vector? Remember the direction. This is plus X. This is minus X. This is plus Y, and this is minus Y. How can I write OA vector? I can write OA vector as 40J. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no? Yes or no? I can write vector OA as 40J. Yes or no? Yes, yes. Everyone says that. Yes. On similar lines, how can I write vector OB? Please tell me how can I write vector OB? How can I write vector OB on similar line? Look at point B, look at point O, look at X, Y axis. Minus 30I, great. Minus 30I. I have to add these vectors. Please add them. Please add them. Please add them. OR vector will be the resultant vector. OR vector will be the resultant vector. Tell me how much is the resultant vector. Tell me what do you get when you add them. Please tell me what do you get. Mine beta, we always write I first. So I'll write it as minus 40I plus 40J. Am I clear? Minus 40I plus 40J. Am I clear? Am I clear? Just find the magnitude of this. Under root of x squared plus y squared, 30 squared plus 40 squared, and I have the answer as 50. See, this on the left hand side, method number 1 was done by the shortcut method. This is done by the original method. Everything is same. We are doing the same thing. Do we understand this? Can I have some raise, sir? Yes, sir, we have understood this, that we are doing the same thing in different ways. Now, tan theta with the x-axis, tan theta with the x-axis will be y divided by x. Y is 40, x is 30, 40 divided by 30, and we get theta as 53 degrees. The quadrant is the second quadrant, and this will be the resultant. Do we understand what the resultant? It will make an angle of 53 degrees. Do we understand this? Anyone has any doubts on what we have discussed? Correct? So we understand this. Anyone understands this? Okay. Okay. Then we'll do one last problem for today's class. We'll do one last problem. This was the previous one. We got the answer to this one. This is the one. 2 force of F1, 500 Newton is towards east. 250 Newtons is towards north. Find F2 minus F1. Can anyone do this for me? Can anyone do this for me? Are we trying? Are we trying? We can draw north, south, east, and west. Now you can do it in any way. Santosh has done in my way, and I am very proud of Santosh. Yes, Santosh, I will also do it in this way. So I draw. So I will now use a different pen, blue one. Let me call this point as O. One is going towards east, so I draw 1 force. Let me call this as A, and let me call this as 500. Let me call this as 500. Then 1 force is going towards north. I call it B, and this is 250, and this is 250. This one is F1, this force is F1, and this force is F2. This force is F2. Let us write. OB vector. OB vector is your F2 force, yes or no? OB vector is your F2 force, yes or no? Yes or no? How much is F2 vector? F2 vector is 250J, yes or no? OA vector is F1 vector, yes or no? Yes or no? And that is minus 500I. And I have to find OB minus OA. OB में से OA को subtract करेंगे. We'll subtract OB from OA. That will be the resultant OR. And what is the answer for OR? What is the answer for OR? It will be 500I plus 250J. Am I clear? I have to subtract OA from OB, 250J minus 500I, so it becomes plus 500I. Now I can find the resultant magnitude. It will be equal to under root of 500 square plus 250 squared. Am I clear? I can find the value of tan theta from x-axis. To get the value of tan theta from x-axis, I would divide the y component, which is 250, divided by 500. So your answer will be half. So your theta with the x-axis, which is east, will be tan inverse half. Do we understand this beta, what I have done? Okay, with this, the class timing is over. We'll wind up this class here. I hope you can do the rest of the DPPs. So it's not minus 500I, it's plus 500I because beta, it is subtracted. 250J minus 500I. We have to do F2 minus F1 beta, not F2 plus F1. Please read it here. Got it, Jaya? Okay, so I'll finish this class here, beta. Thank you, everyone. And we'll meet in the next class, which is on Monday. I hope you give your test seriously and score good marks. I'll be here in the classroom. If you have any doubts, please ask. Else, all of you have a good day and stay safe. Bye, beta.